Okay, good morning, everyone.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
I
haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
A strange fact with schizophrenics. Schizophrenics sometimes hear of disembodied voices, but if you're a deaf person that's never heard voices before, you can't have disembodied voices talking to you. They actually see disembodied hands giving sign language, telling them what to do. I don't know about blind people. I've often wondered about that, whether or not they hear disembodied voices, but they don't know that they don't have bodies because they're blind. So are they just voices then? Like, do they think they're real people that are telling them to do things that are in the room?
Dear Monsieur
So
de
many
Richet,
questions.
Please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Oh, Lord Mortimer. Are you going to tell us where it is?
Dear Monsieur de Richet,
Did he just... Never mind.
Writing material.
That's a lot of ink.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Can I touch the art?
The incredulity of St. Thomas.
I mean, that looks like something where you touch where the wound is, like where he's touching and a door should open.
Doesn't touch.
That's what that looks like. That's not it.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer Louis Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching. Look, markings on the floor.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Somebody needs to pick up their furniture when they move it. Somebody else touched a wound. Is that just zoomed in? Sure what you got going on there.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
It's the worst looking amber I've ever seen.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richet, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
All right, I've retrieved everything. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be the conversion of St. Paul, like Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Just like me.
Nothing. Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
Writing material.
Okay, what did I miss? Oh, I looked like something was there right up until I walked up to it. And then we came out here last night, but like I said, I don't know if stuff repops or not. Or it's possible that one of the characters supposedly came out here and did something in the middle of the night. Huh. Is that a way to save the game if I want? Because that was kind of fun. Oh, what was that?
Here's something that will
okay.
undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
She must have used the writing materials. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Flame. I think last time I set fire to the room. Or I burned the message somehow.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
Well then pour it, dude. Now see, this is the case where I could waste 2 points. But I already know it, so I think I just have to take it. Yeah, it's an old Boy Scout. Or I learned it in the Boy Scouts, but yeah, it's gone back a long time. Citrus, and I think maybe milk you can do it with. You can write with it instead of ink. About properties of ink. I'm gonna take the ink, but I don't think I have to use it. Maybe I need it later. Is there anything else like that? Different? No. That's the value of the ash.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out.
Yeah, see, I was hoping to
hoping to find something leading to a secret
use the
passage.
ash to mark the area so that if it does move, I'll see it. Like if somebody, because they won't be able to see it, like if they're inside the secret passage and they come out, they would sweep the ash, you know, if it's in a pile. Yeah, see there's a piece of amber on the shelf.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see
Yeah,
what
it
my
basically
mother wrote.
toasts the
Where
citrus.
all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of
Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier, and that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
Salon.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Damn, Holmes. Trade unlocked. Member of the order. Can I get that? Yes.
Amber crystals.
Anything else up high? I didn't think to look up there. Did I do that one?
Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor,
Huh.
who raped her. The Conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's
Caravaggio.
incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Okay, yeah, looks like nothing else in here. Okay, so like I said, I only played this game once, and I don't even know if I finished it, because like I couldn't tell you a thing about finishing the game. Like I think I
When I
maybe
get a
played the
chance,
first 2
I may have
chapters
to
or
take a
something.
little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Okay, see, he's telling you that you can go to the rooms of the other people. But I don't know if you can go to all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, 'cause if you dawdle around too long, I think dinner or breakfast or whatever can pass you by. Like I might only be able to search one of the rooms. Or if you search more than one, you could miss stuff. So, I don't know. One of those things where, or it might just be time-based, there might be a secret timer counting down. Like you have 7 minutes to search or something. I don't know. George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Okay, well that's one room we don't have to worry about.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room. For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Oh, I was gonna say she's just messy, but no. Oh no. Oh, okay, this is the Elizabeth Adams. This is not the Countess, Duchess, whatever.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
I have the key? No. Did Washington have the key? Because I could go take care of that.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals. These are magnesium crystals. A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Consume the crystals. I don't know what that'll do to me. At least I know it's not crystal meth, because that's what I thought last time. Old girl got some issues.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven
1792
to
was the year it
despair and
happened.
doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Swell. Five circle shaped
3rd
T.
November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman. June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
A Chinese coin.
Okay, so now that I have a couple of these to do free things. Yeah, next skill use is free. I gotta pay attention to ones that cost like 3 or 4
My dear Elizabeth,
and not do
I'm writing
those.
to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day. A chest with a half-circle pattern.
So I don't have that. It's in here, I missed it. And I don't know when we... That's the crystals, right? But I don't see the actual box. Oh, okay, there it is. It's under the thing. Ooh, that sounded like somebody was at the door. We can't go out on our balcony. That's the letter on the floor. Oh, wait.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Huh. Immunity to psychology. Wait, didn't she already have immunity? Wasn't she immune to manipulation? Does she have 2? Yeah, she has 2. Okay, so she's immune to psychology and manipulation because she's a crazy person and people have been taking advantage of her whole life. So she's vulnerable to questioning. Okay. We do a lot of questioning. Looks like she's got skid marks or whatever on her floor too. No, that's the chest. Okay, well I guess it's just not here. There's something high up? Oh, okay. Oh, girl's climbing the walls up in here. You don't think it's underneath some of the crystals, right? Like, did I have to take some and then I can see the key? I don't know. What did he say it was? Like 5 circles?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Half circle. Okay, so got to be on the lookout for the key. Oh, wait a minute. It looked like I thought there was something on that chest. The one that's upended. Okay, we're just out of luck. Any of these other fools? Oh,
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
half circle shaped key. Great. Got it. Oh, is that not it?
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Okay. Crazy girl is in the brown hall.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
An untutored hand copied these notes.
Nice. Oh, it doesn't
Looks
fill
like
it for me?
a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
I thought we already knew that. We already knew that, right? Vulnerability questioning. Yeah, I mean, we already knew that. I guess there were just 2 different ways that you could learn it. I don't know if we left this here for Bonaparte. Maybe a second so you could pause it. Okay, we looked up here and through the white hole. We looked at Giuseppe's, and then I think there was a blank door. That's Giuseppe's. That's the blank door. And I think we found the thing like over here or something. Or was it on this sofa? It was on this sofa.
So Jacques Perru?
Nope for him. I guess some people lock their doors.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
On the pot.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
But
Might be better to take a different stairway.
yeah, didn't think they were gonna let us in her room because he's standing there. Oh, Padre. Is this Padre?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
I looked some of these people up that I didn't recognize, and some of them are real people. This is my
Sure.
room.
That's me.
Padre. Blank. And this should be Elizabeth. No, that's Washington. I wonder if I could talk to him since I found the other letter. Oh no, you can only hassle him once. You should be able to keep knocking until he comes to the door and he says what or whatever. Like I gave you the option. Go away. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Huh? That's a different stairwell. How am I supposed to go to a different salon if you're not gonna let me go down the stairs? Is there yet another stairwell? Was I not paying attention? That goes up, not down. There's not even the no arrow that time. I missed something. Do I have to fight with the guy on the stairs before it'll let me down? Okay, there's 3 stairs. Okay. God forbid I take the wrong set of stairs. Oh, girl.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Holmes.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Perru.
So you lost your precious?
I'm sorry. I should have stopped him from beating you.
What's done is done. It was my fault, not yours.
Don't say that. It's never the victim's fault. Look at your eye.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
If
I understand rightly, you share a common past?
Are you saying I've made it all up? You can ask her when you see her.
Huh,
You
she's
haven't
getting more and more
said
agitated.
anything to say I made anything up. What?
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Why is
Wait.
this still shaved?
There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that?
No psychology, no manipulation.
There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
No psychology. She's vulnerable to this.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you. I know your little game.
I was about to say,
You're
why
no
she look
different
angry?
from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Hey, slow down, girl.
Don't say that. Not
That's
everyone
not all
wants
I'm
to use
interested
you.
in.
Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes,
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
she's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Did I miss dinner? Breakfast? Whatever. Nice shoes, man. Looking kind of dapper.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Hmm.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
But,
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Well, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But
Now.
But, sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo.
Ah!
Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything.
Eh.
It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you. My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
I don't know if it's worth using a thing on it. Which one of these is the rarest? What's the top one? I think the top one is the golden elixir.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
Okay, so the ground floor is not the first floor.
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise, sir, to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help, sir, in any other way?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Yeah,
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
I just don't know if the ones that are duplicates
Fall
of
of the
these.
Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve
say
the
something
salvation
different.
of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
I think that's the way I'm supposed to go. A small salon is over here. It's gonna let me go back in here. No. Because I forgot, I saw a picture on the wall where it looked like it was a bearded lady. I forgot to look at it. We gotta check that out later.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Don't try.
Where's the crossing for you?
Yes, in a way.
Peru looks totally out of place here.
Please, feel it. Pity.
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
What do you want to know?
Thank you again for the wine.
We already knew that one.
It is served every day at the King's
Should have
table.
done Napoleon.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible
Husband.
headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
I remember
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
not to take my hand off the controller here. There's a lot of those.
And you haven't seen anything yet.
The other one's on the
The
food.
Prussian-Britannic coalition is not good for France. The last time we fought against them, our empire went up in smoke.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Why she always looks sweaty?
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
And right he was, too.
I don't know if we know anything about him or not. I go too fast. Where are the people? Oh, we don't know anything.
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von Bohnel.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Diversion.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Certainly not.
What do you think, madam?
And you, sir?
What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Does not know about
Thank you, that's helpful.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Let me see his. Oh. Bonaparte. Don't know his.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
It is remarkable.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
I've only just taken over the affair. The agreement will be considered null and void until we've gone through it together. Is that clear?
All right, you seem to know what you're doing. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to
govern.
+3. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
God, that guy's creepy.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow.
Well,
All
I
the
already
guests
knew
will
that.
be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Oh dear. Oh, okay, we did pretty good this time. Well, it wouldn't let us in there. We had to have lock picking. Well, maybe the key was somewhere and we didn't find it. Eight points. Did we not level up last time? I thought it only showed it go up once. Okay, there's a bunch of different ones we could do here. So that's 2, 5, 7. Okay, we missed out on searching his room because we didn't have lock picking. So I feel like we gotta do that one now. This one is almost unlocked so that we could use it. And that's for searching. I think we'll be searching the house. There's the stupid statue. This one's almost unlocked. On the occult. And that one's almost ready to level up. And etiquette, that's a good one for a couple of different people. Let's stick with our plan and get this one. And then the spare point we'll put in this one. And then if we get to choose a book, we're going to choose etiquette if we have it. Oh, it gave us our stuff back.
Let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Okay, do we have etiquette? Yes. These two we already have. That's on our side. Psychology's, I think, on the other side, but we already have it unlocked. We'll do etiquette. We can't do 2, right? Okay. And so that should level up etiquette next time.
Devil's Thorn. Circe. The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
A little more like a clover to me. Oh, that used one. Okay, I should have kept looking for the key. I'll be more careful.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Circe.
Looks nothing like her.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing. Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
A swine in a salon. That's an odd choice of decor.
Should be in Lord Mortimer's private chambers. Pig.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Fruit. I guess there's ham as well. It's really digging on his ham. Anything left at the table? Like, I would have had something left at the table. Or under the table, like somebody dropped it, either on purpose or by accident. It's an oddly placed table. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I feel like we're light in the coin department. There you go. There was like one in that big area. We've been finding them all over the place. Had to have missed one somewhere.
Amber
Oh,
crystals.
I gotta stop doing that. You get lockpicking to be cheaper. Or free. Especially since it looks like those things only hold stuff. Ooh. Oh, wow. Wow. Like, how does that not flood? I guess we are up on a cliff. That is nuts.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
You're a grown man. Since it looks like it never gives us everything back when we sleep, it only gives us 2 or 3. We'll go ahead and drink one and...
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Nice. Collector's coins. I haven't seen anything high up yet. It's weird. Figured they'd have something out of reach for people who didn't take agility. Oh wow. Got a lot going on in here.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of.
Well, that one person wasn't
And
even
she
looking.
also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
I didn't feel like all eyes were sizing you up. What was that noise?
Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say. Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical. Ah, painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly.
He's pressing somebody's face into it. Wonder if he peed on the floor.
Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Me too. I'm horrible with names.
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
Look like he's bleeding to death in the top. Another one. Apparently he doesn't either.
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting. The Company by Rembrandt. Amber crystals. The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal Dad's chariot. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. Christ Crucified by Velázquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia.
I'm kind of tempted to just sit here for a long time, see if anything happens. It'll probably show us the Medusa or something if we sit there long enough. Let's go check out this other room now.
Celia, That name means nothing to me.
He forgot his knickers too. Put some clothes on, boy. I don't know if I need that.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
I gotta pay again to get it? Did it charge me and then not give it to me? I wasn't paying attention. It might have charged me and not given it to me. Because I was full. I have to back that up and see. That's just wrong. I'm leaving it. I can't afford to spend all my points on that. There's Medusa.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. A painting with no name.
Look at all those dogs. Is that a gnome, like on the one dog? On the right? Oh, sorry, left. That's weird. Looks like there's a dog that's been tripped or something. Oh, that's the top of his head. Okay, I see it now. Before it looked like the gnomes with a white beard and like green, I don't know, overalls. And it looks like he has a hand and 2 feet. No, it's the top of the head. What the feet are is really the ears of the dog. And what would be the gnome's right hand is another dog's paw. It's weird. Okay, I can't be spending all my points on that. Already wasted one trying to get a jar down. I remember I said something about the one with the defense. Is there anything? Does it say in our notes? Actually, somebody in here new. I'll leave that there for a minute. I don't know if it showed him before. In case you guys want to read it. I think all of them have been on there before. The beast always charges the most protected one. Okay, so that sounds like we need to rotate the Medusa. What was this?
The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Okay, so she's supposed to be.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother.
Incorrectly. Okay, and so these other two cats need to be distracting her. Or no, the other two are distracting her. This guy's charging her. He's kind of already pointed at her, right? Yeah, he's already towards the Medusa.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Here with the shield in front of the Medusa. I think the light would have to be behind it. See that way before? What options do I get? Do I have a Medusa option for this one? I would think you would have the light not on the Medusa. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it should be on the one on the shield because you're trying
If I
to...
respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Maybe I'll point this guy towards the light so that the light reflects off the shield. Consider the optics.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague. It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Okay, so the shield is wrong. It was pointed at her before, though. Maybe he's blinding the person with the sword. He can't be turned to stone because he can't see anything. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. He's blinding old boy so he can't see her. It's really loud.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh my.
Rah!
Oh.
For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Mom supposedly shot her. She does have like something on her chest, but I don't know what that's about. It looks like scar tissue. Yeah,
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it?
Why? I
Well,
don't
no
know where the
matter.
kitchen is.
I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah. In your dreams. At your service, madam.
I see something under that table. Can you get it? About up on the shelf. Yeah, I ain't wasting points on that just yet.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Put some clothes on.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
What?
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel According to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as Part of God's Plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor.
Already did that.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Oh, that's it? Okay, well. I feel like this is extremely anti-productive.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
A thinker? Oh, is it not going to let us ask for about the vase now? Oh no, that's not fair, dude. You don't let me go back to it? Man, like how do I know what to spend my points on if you don't let me look around at stuff first? That's just wrong. Now we're going to end up finding out nothing. Alright, well I guess we spend our points on whatever we got left.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. The workmanship on this crown is amazing. The finesse of the gold laurel leaves is beautiful. A crown worthy of an emperor. I'd stake my life that it's the genuine article. Do you know why laurel wreaths are used and not, say, mistletoe or another plant?
The laurel wreath symbolized glory in Roman times.
In your opinion, what kind would suit me best?
A crown of nettles.
Looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself. You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom. It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Amber.
You said that kind of creepy. Why would you?
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her.
How did she get in here?
And what's your take?
Is there just a door into this room?
Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Well, I can't look at anything because you keep making stuff disappear or yanking me away from it.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No.
It goes
We
to
just
their
met,
outfit.
Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
We want psychology, but not logic.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese, but I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses, and there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
That's psychology? Logic. Why isn't logic an option? Oh, the weak would be psychology. She's strong in logic. Right? Yeah, weak in psychology.
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact, it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course, but what I see is a sensitive young lady who lacks self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture, and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Collaboration. Questioning. I wish it showed me the sentence before that. Do you understand? Doesn't really tell me.
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Etiquette? Why would it let me do that if I don't have 4? Oh. Or cost reduced by 3. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah,
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did
Sister.
you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh.
somebody else with an E name.
Now I get why
Great.
you said you had a memory for 2.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with 2 faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one.
You don't
When
have
we
the same
accept a mission,
freckles?
we both turn up.
Maybe
This
that's why
time,
she
though,
has
she
so
went
many
ahead,
members.
but
She
I
has to
was
pay
meant to
attention
wait
to
for her
something
on the
besides her
mainland.
bust.
She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details.
1 by
so
the
we could
jewel
work
and
out who would
2 on the
follow.
left
And there
shoulder.
was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, No trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Seems like that would be a lot of work. You can't be seen together, but you gotta travel together?
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Should have drank those earlier.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening,
Oh,
Elizabeth.
Girl.
Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do? Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me. I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know if it's about
I
my
got
mother
that
again, but I'm
part.
telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
Did you talk to each other?
No,
I
she was
didn't
far
miss
away.
it, I just
I didn't make any noise.
checked the wrong
and
one.
She was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holmes? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
No thanks, I'd better not.
Listen, if you want me to tell you everything, you have to drink with me, Louis.
No.
What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis, then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be
Girl,
it.
you crazy.
Get
I ain't
out!
drinking anything. End up tied up to a table or something and end up as somebody's dinner. I'll take a pass.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
You should have one of those nightcap hats on. That'd be hilarious. What the hell, dude?
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
What the hell's going on?
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
Okay, well. Keep going. Four points. That one's a different color now, so that one's unlocked. We get to put 2 points in this and 2 points in this. Or we could do 4 in this and get it to the next level. Or we could... Do we have a logic book? I don't think we do. We don't have a book for that either, I don't think. Kind of torn on this one. We could do 3 in logic and then put 1 somewhere else. Let's put 2 here. That'll unlock something new. And then if we do this one, it'll get it to another level. Stuff's starting to get expensive. Alright, and that completes episode 1. I at least did this much. I don't know if I remember what happens next. I know that I did end up with Emily at some point. But I don't know if it was here. I don't remember being accused of murder. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with me. Like, I don't know if I'm going to wake up in a cell or what. Because, like, I definitely don't remember that last time. I don't remember waking up in a dungeon or something. That's actually, well, I won't say it yet. But the spoiler that I remember was that Emily had a sister, that there are 2 of them running around. I didn't find out that way last time. I found out a different way. But, this might actually be better now that I know. But I bungled the Elizabeth Adams conversation with the guy that was beating on her. And that might end up haunting us. Because she didn't open up to us and tell us stuff before she died. Or was murdered, or whichever. I mean, she could have ended up drinking herself to death, we don't know. She wasn't stable, you know what I'm saying? But, I do remember last time I did try to keep her from getting beat on. And you end up fighting with that dude with the gun. And he, I think he stabbed me, and I think he shot at me, but I don't think he shot me. But I don't think he reloads his gun. He doesn't have his bullet, like, later in the game if you fight him there. And I can't remember if it's good or bad that he doesn't have his bullet. I just remember him pulling the trigger and it was empty. Because he had already fired it. But I can't remember who he was shooting at me or if he was shooting at a werewolf or something. But I just remember his gun being empty when he needed it. And I think he cut my face. Oh, okay. Yeah, choose a quest. Okay, so you can choose to replay the same chapter again. Oh, or the different parts. Okay. So if you miss a collectible or something, can you change? Like, I don't want to click on it and then have to play over the whole thing again. Like, I want to know how it works, though. Wow, their noses line up kind of scary. Scary close. Where's my mother? The nightmare at the maze. Okay, I do remember a maze. So I think I did this chapter. I can't see any of these. But I remember a maze. I remember the garden. Yeah, and there's puzzles that we didn't do yet because there was only that one puzzle really. And I remember there being 3 or 4 puzzles and that some of them were hard.